Alright guys, I am back with my review of this week's Ring of Honor TV show for December 8th, 2012. And I thought they really put together a good show this week. I really liked a lot of this build towards Final Battle. The ending segment with Kevin Steen and Jay Lethal I thought was really good. The only bad thing about it is they're really putting so much focus on this Jay Lethal Kevin Steen stuff that you know Steen's going to be Generico. And that's kind of disappointing. I mean, I guess it's not 100% sure, but if I had to pick one right now, I'd say Kevin Steen. Because Lethal promises to face one of these guys, and it only makes sense that he faces Kevin Steen because Jay Lethal's not really a heel. He's still more of a babyface, and Generico's a huge babyface. So of course it's going to come down to Lethal versus Steen, which I'm fine with. I'd like to see that match, but I kind of wanted a little bit more excitement in the Steen-Generico match. I thought Generico had a chance to win this until I saw this. But anyways, it was a good show. It starts off with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish versus the Bravados. And this was a good match here. Bravados work as faces, and Harlem hits a nice moonsault onto Fish and O'Reilly, but eventually O'Reilly and Fish beat him with total elimination. Bravados looks strong. I'm not surprised they had Fish and O'Reilly go over. I mean, they're the ones who have the match against the American Wolves at Final Battle. Only makes sense that they're the ones who win the match. But it was a good tag match. Davey Richards says he doesn't know if Eddie will show up for Final Battle. He will. A Scum promo where Jacob says the death of Ring of Honor has been slow and painful. Carino says they're smart and they'll find a way out no matter what Nigel throws at them. And then Kevin Steen says that all Nigel did was ruin Generico's career by putting him in this match with him. And I thought this was a really good promo. Of course, Jacobs and Carino are kind of joking around, but Steen was very serious in this, and I thought that was good. Then they show a great video package of the Steen-Generico feud. This was awesome. They're probably going to put it on their YouTube channel. The Psychedelic Superstar, Chris Silvio versus Jay Lethal. Now, before the match, Lethal cuts this awesome promo. And he says Generico's getting the title shot he deserves, while he has to face Rhino. And no matter what, win, lose, or draw, he gains nothing. Which is true. It doesn't make sense why he has to face Rhino. It's just like a way to piss off Jay Lethal. But he promises that he will not only face Rhino, but he will face the champion, whether it's Steen or Generico, at Final Battle. So, of course, after the main event, expect something big to happen with Jay Lethal. Lethal destroys Silvio, throws him into the barricades repeatedly. Silvio did get some offense, but Lethal pretty much destroys him here. He goes for the lethal injection, but then he changes his mind, and he decides to kill Silvio with that sick-ass DDT he hit on Homicide, and wins the match. That DDT is awesome. So Fish and O'Reilly say the match at Final Battle is not going to be the rise of the American Wolves, but a funeral. David Richards says that he will leave with their heads whether Edwards is there or not. We get a promo by CNC. They talk about how they beat the world's greatest tag team. Caprice Coleman sings a little bit to end the promo. And then we get a Briscoes promo with Mark singing. This was awesome. Jay Briscoe versus Carino in a Steel City street fight is announced for next week. That should be good. Truth Martini says nobody wants to see family fight, and he asks all the fans to please call into Ring of Honor, email them, and ask that they cancel the Michael Elgin versus Roderick Strong match. Steve Carino comes out for commentary with a cowboy hat. This is very JBL. And we get Bennett with Brutal Bob, no Maria this week. Apparently he wanted her to stay in the back, or stay away while he faces Kevin Steen. I'm not sure what she was really doing. Versus Kevin Steen with Jimmy Jacobs for the world title. Steen is wearing the Maria I'm a Lady shirt, and he destroys Bennett here. Same thing in the Chris Silvio Jay Lethal match. He just throws him into the barricades over and over again. Brutal Bob does help Bennett get the upper hand for a little while. Kevin Kelly actually says that he's getting his new commentating partner at Final Battle. And Steve Carino says he has had physical relations with Maria over 30 times, but she was never there. God, Carino is awesome on commentary. He really is. I would not be disappointed at all if he became the new partner for Kevin Kelly, but he's the World Tag Team Champion, so I guess they can't go with him. So Steen drops Bennett on Brutal Bob, power bombs him on the apron, and hits the package pile driver for the win. Afterwards, Steen says Lethal is running around here complaining about how he's not getting a title shot when it's his own idiot mother's fault. So Jay Lethal runs out. The referees have to hold him back. This was pretty awesome. This is how they ended the show. So I was really happy with that. I'm glad they're finally doing something more with Scum, but it is really close to Final Battle. Next week is the Jay Lethal Carino match. That should be good. And I'll probably have my predictions up on Final Battle either later today or Monday sometime. But yeah, it's really close to the show now. I wish they had done more with Scum building up to Final Battle, but I mean, this was okay here. And it's obvious they want to do something with Steen and Jay Lethal, which should be great. That should be a great feud. I'm looking forward to that. But I know that at Final Battle, Steen and Generico are going to have the match of the night in the ladder war. That's going to deliver big time. But now I just feel like Generico has no chance of winning. So I was kind of disappointed with that. But anyways, good show this week. Definitely check this one out when they put it on their YouTube channel if you don't get it in your area. And that's it. So I hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this week's show in the comments. And thanks for watching.